Before this video begins, I want to say just one thing. That one thing is Summer Games Done Quick starts tomorrow as of the upload of this video. So throughout the week, starting of the Sunday 22nd all the way to whatever the next Sunday's date is, I will probably not be posting up mini videos, if any at all, because SGDQ is going to take up most of my time. But with that being said, let's get into the video. Konami is dying. The company that used to seem like they were an unstoppable force. The company that used to seem like they could do no wrong. The company that used to seem like all blame was on one single person has now shifted to the entire company. And I don't think Konami can be saved. But how did we get to this point? In 2010, Konami released Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which is considered the last good game Konami ever made. After that, it's been nothing but a freefall. Nothing but a freefall. Horrible decisions, horrible directors, horrible actors. Konami is unsavable. This is the end of Konami. First, let's talk about Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid. Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid are the most successful games that Konami ever had. Silent Hill disbanded Team Silent way back forever ago. But with the return of Silent Hill in this decade on the Xbox 360, people thought Silent Hill could be saved. People didn't think that, this was going to be the end. But several mediocre games later, and some twists that nobody really, it doesn't fit a Silent Hill game. It fits like a C-level game design student game, pretty much. But that did not stop Konami from launching it anyways, and that single-handedly killed Silent Hill. Go on a couple years later, PT was going to bring Silent Hill back to its roots. It was going to go back to Silent Hill 4 The Room style. You were traveling through this house, things kept changing, it looked promising, it looked like Konami was getting back on track. But then, they gave it to Hideo Kojima, and Hideo Kojima suggested that they cancel the game. Why did Hideo Kojima do this? Because he was well aware of what he was going to do. He was well aware that he was going to leave Konami and try to make his own version of PT with Norman Reedus and everyone else who was involved. So he got his way. And at first, people blamed Konami, but since then, we now know it's Hideo Kojima's fault that that game got cancelled. And then Konami was like, you know what, whatever, it's his work, let's just pull it down. If he doesn't want to work here, then we don't have any right to profit off of his work, so let's just take it off PSN, let's just forget the game even existed. And then there's the story of Metal Gear Solid, which is much more tragic, and one that, kinda hurts me more than Silent Hill. I grew up on Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid was known for having one of the best stories in games, some of the best gameplay, the best actors a man can get. Cue the Gillette Dr. Disrespect stuff. But anyways, in 2013, maybe 14, maybe even 15, I don't remember at this point because it is such a tragic event in my life. It was originally announced that David Hayter was not returning to voice Snake, and they were going to be casting a D-list actor who is famous for one thing. He is famous for getting movies and television shows canceled. That is it. He's famous for nothing else but getting things canceled. Where David Hayter, not only was he the first good person to play Captain America, not only did he make Konami a legendary company, not only is he single-handedly responsible for Metal Gear Solid being successful, not only is he that, but he's the entire sole reason that people care about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He is the reason people care about Wolverine. David Hayter is a god among men in the entertainment industry. This man can do no wrong. You could give this man a Barbie Dream Doll video game script, and he would rewrite that, and he would turn it into an epic of the size of the Odyssey by Homer. But Konami, for whatever reason, listened to Hideo Kojima again, and they canceled a D-list actor who is famous for only getting things canceled. Why they thought that was a good idea, I have no idea, but it showed in the game. They pretty much cut out the entire story of the game because they realized towards the end, oh my god, this is horrible, we're gonna get a lot of hate for it. So there's literally like maybe 10 cutscenes in the entire 60-hour game, and they replenish missions on harder difficulties to extend the game's playtime so that you actually feel like the game is better or longer than it actually is, when in reality that game, if they didn't do that, could be an easy 4-hour game that nobody cared about, and still to this day nobody cares about, even with them dragging it out as long as it was. But then Hideo Kojima left, and when Hideo Kojima left, everybody thought that this was the dawn of a new era. Everybody thought that, okay, Konami's gonna get back on track now. Konami is going to be Konami again. Then they start making pachinko. Like, they have nobody holding them back anymore. They have no weak links. And they start making pachinko. And after they start making pachinko, they start making mobile games that nobody cares about. After they start making mobile games, they start making more gambling games. And now, that is their main source of income, so there's no chance of them ever going back to what they used to, at least in the near future that we can see. But throw it back to about 2 weeks ago, right before E3 began. Konami said, hey guys, we've heard your fan outcry. We know what you want. We've heard you loud and clear. We are going to show you something on Tuesday that is going to blow you away. This is the announcement that our fans have been waiting for. We're going to announce things that people are very, very vocal about. The first thing they announced is a TurboGrafx Mini. A TurboGrafx Mini of all things. I am 90% sure everybody watching E3 was not even alive when the TurboGrafx was being sold at retail. I am 90% sure that anyone who's ever played a Konami game never even knew what a TurboGrafx is. I collect video games. That's the only reason I know about a TurboGrafx. I don't even know what it looks like. I don't know what games are on the TurboGrafx. I just know it was a horrible console that nobody liked. And what was the next thing they announced? Everybody thought it was going to be a game, we knew that. But everybody thought that it was going to be a Metal Gear Solid collection or a Silent Hill collection or a new game in those two series. No, it's a brand new Contra game. Brand new Contra game and a Contra collection. Who asked for that? And not a single person in the history of persons ever asked for, hey guys, I think it would be cool if we got a new Contra game or a Contra collection on modern consoles. Not a single person said that. Not once in their life did anybody want Contra. Ever. And Konami thinking that's what people are wanting is worse than the YouTubers who go like, you know, I've got a lot of requests to make a video like this. I'm gonna make it today just because there's fan outcry, when literally nobody in the comments ever asked for a video like this. So that's basically what Konami did, and because of that, them like having no clue, no idea what they're doing with their company anymore, it's signs that Konami is dying. What could save this company at this point? I'm gonna be honest, the only thing that could save this company at this point is David Hayter. They would have to hire David Hayter to come back and do a Metal Gear Solid game. Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the others except for the 5 where he was not involved are legendary because of David Hayter. David Hayter fixed the script of those games. David Hayter fixed the gameplay of those games. And he fixed the voice of every character. He made it iconic. Nobody at Konami knows how to do that. Hideo Kojima, his last chance is Death Stranding, which a lot of people are questioning. But David Hayter could single-handedly save that game. If it was having a rocky release, bring him in. Within a month, it'll be a 98 on Metacritic if it launches at like an 85. David Hayter is a god among men. He can save anything. If Konami, they're working with him again, he's back as Snake, and they will make a new Metal Gear Solid game, and they will give him the horns and let him make it how he sees fit, like he did with all the other ones that are considered legendary that Hideo Kojima got all the credit for when he should not have gotten any credit for. That game was successful because of David Hayter and the artists and the programmers, not Hideo Kojima. But if they would give David Hayter full control of a new Metal Gear Solid, we could see a game greater than any game ever. We could see the game to surpass Metal Gear. We could see the game that would be an instant game of the year. That's the only thing that can save Konami. But at this point, the closest thing we're going to get to a game that people actually want is like a Metal Gear Solid Candy Crush Saga mobile game. That's probably it, honestly. We might get a new Silent Hill film. We're getting the Metal Gear Solid film, so that's going to be okay, I guess. But as far as games go from Konami, I don't think there's a comeback for them. I think they might actually be done. I think this is the end of Konami. I think they are truly dying. But what do you think? Do you think they're dying? Let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Try not to die, and I will see you in the next video.